Alright, I was going to do this. We'll continue, but I realized I was supposed to do this later. So our P right away, I'm gonna say, oh well, you got to a certain point, and Carter has to go back to the ward and tell him what we found, and then we'll link back up later. That's my way of getting away with it. But we do have to go, and we're going back to High Tower with new people to see. We just need to bring. Let's see. Let's bring Ella. Oh, the other three. That's perfect. We did Isabella, Farrell, and Fenris. Not Meryl. So Aveline, yeah. Go to High Tower. Let's go to the robes guy. Level after we go to the robe guy.
So, I never expected to be palling around with the captain of the guard.
We're not pals.
We're not? What about that time we painted each other's toenails?
Do you want something?
Love, life, and liberty. What more does a man need?
You're in a jolly mood.
Well,
Yes.
when you're here, I know you're not leading men into Darktown to arrest me.
Wow. Not wrong. Have more junk. Or maybe not. That's annoying.
His clothing from here to Antiva.
Let's try the armory. I don't remember where it have more great stuff. All right. Let's level up. Oh wow, we have a lot of points. A short time. I will. Or I forget. Pain. Right. Ash. I'll leave right there. For a short time, melee strikes against Evelyn are met with counterattack. Retaliation. Sacrifices in the text before income. But that's kind of exactly where we're going with her. That. Yeah. Maybe a tanky tank. X. Resist damage or dominable. Sheer force of will refuse to be knocked off her feet or stunned. Attacks that would normally send her flying or distract her with lengthy elemental effects like major immolation are instead converted to smaller reactions. Let's not do that right. Actually, pop and wet damage. And one more. Shield wall upgrade. Yeah. And you're a tanky mate. So fortitude. Super battle. Aid, realizing. Oh, this is your thing of healing not happening. For damage and he has is more. Oh, no. Let's go around that for now. Oh, fireball. Fireball. Evelyn. Chill. Winter weight. Heavy courage. Health and damage with courage. They're doing courage, but I want to see what they all look like. Yeah, it's alright. Interesting. Let's see. That's new. Let's see. Pop out of rain me. Next. Oh, the sun. Forest. Knockbacks. Okay. Twisted Anna magic. Damn it. Alright, save. Everyone here. You. There's anyone there actually?
I'm never going to get this all done in time.
Dumar's been burying his head in the sand, pretending the Kunari aren't here.
Good to see you, Captain.
Oh, that's nice. They're talking to Evelyn. This one. Fenris mansion. Need to go talk to him. Let's do that now. Oh wait. Oh, because we were playing. Oh, that's interesting. If we move with everyone else, will they have dialogue? Will they have dialogue for it? Hawke. Oh, can we go in? Yeah. Alright. It's Fenris.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion?
Is it not
It
really?
belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Daenerys killed him. Either way, if Daenerys is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Don't tell me you're going to miss all the attention.
Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
Oh. Obviously.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
More problems than you normally do, I assume.
Yeah,
You're a
semantics.
beautiful woman, Hawke. Is there no one else who has your attention?
Do you see anyone else here?
I'm an escaped slave and an elf living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother
We're
me.
an apostate.
And I'm an apostate refugee. Does that bother you?
You have me there. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
I'll keep it. After the Deep Road, Fenris. Since the adventure in the Deep Roads, Fenris has remained in Kirkwall, maintaining a residence in Daenerys' abandoned mansion. That it doesn't truly belong to him has aroused the interest of curious neighbors and us the city guard. Aveline has so far deflected their inquiries on Fenris' behalf. However, she told him in no certain terms that the situation would not remain that way forever. Though seemingly unconcerned about the house, Fenris has become increasingly nervous over the last year. He doesn't know if he's actually free from pursuit or if his former master is planning something even worse. He tries not to think about it, taking pleasure in having a home for the first time in his life, even though his contact with anyone outside of the jobs he does as a mercenary is very limited. Alright, let's do one. Regalia of Wishart. I find myself drawn inexplicably to the principal cell. My waking moments are consumed by thoughts of it. I make excuses so that I might visit it. Then there are the journals of the Warden Mage who created the seal using the artifact known as the key. What is the key? Can the seal be broken without it? I have begun to suspect that these thoughts are not my own. Close scrutiny of my emotions and thoughts have led me to the frightening conclusion that this obsession was planted in me by the creature they call Corypheus. Corypheus wants me to learn about the seal and key so that he may pluck the knowledge from my mind. Corypheus wants to be free, and he will stop at nothing to achieve his goal. From the journal of Erasmus, a Grey Warden mage who shortly after penning this entry in 1012 TE threw himself off the highest level of the present tower. Oh wow. That's not what we're... Really?
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Firmundis. Care to hear the story?
I enjoy listening to you talk.
There are few pleasures greater than speaking with a beautiful woman. Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Daenerys during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
I thought Daenerys considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
Were you with these Fog Warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them, so I did.
Oh wow.
Killed them all.
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt...
I call me the thing.
I ran and never looked back.
Didn't Daenerys stop you?
The rebels had wounded him. The soldiers he brought attempted to capture me, unsuccessfully. It was weeks before Daenerys was able to mount the hunt in earnest, but by then, I was already gone.
How How well did you know these fog warriors?
I knew them only a few months, but in that time, I felt as if I truly lived. They were bold, strong, free with their affections. I was in awe of them and owed them everything. And I turned on them even so.
Couldn't you have found other fog warriors? Become a rebel?
Even if I did, I felt unworthy. I had no way of knowing if I could truly escape from Daenerys then. I didn't even know what that meant. I simply had to get away. I stowed aboard a ship to the mainland and moved south, chased by my former master every step of the way.
I have to wonder why you stayed with Daenerys as long as you did.
Yes.
You have not been a slave. A slave does not dream of freedom or wonder at possibilities. You think only of your master's desires and what the next hour will bring. It did not occur to me that I could be anything else until I had a taste of it.
But there are stories of slaves rebelling all the time. They did in Kirkwall.
The ritual that gave me my markings also stripped me of my memory. Whatever I was before may as well have never been. Perhaps if I knew, I might have felt differently.
This can't be easy to talk about.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. You and I don't always agree, but I have never allowed anyone too close. When my markings were created, the pain was extraordinary, and the memory lingers. But you were unlike any woman I have ever met. With you, it might be different.
Might?
We could find out.
On another evening, perhaps. A last toast, then. To the fallen.
Gracious. Done. Okay. Who else do we have to talk to? Eric, Anders, Bella, Bastion. Because I'm curious.
I enjoy following you.
Yeah, I can't take Evelyn out right now. Here, I believe. High towers. Let's go. Go to the chantry. I don't want it Varric. Oh, Varric is here. Yeah, and Meryl's not, so I'm fine with it.
There are still many refugees that need help. We all must do it.
Boiling in oil.
Too prosaic. Trapped in a cave with hungry bears right at the spring thaw.
That lets him off too easy. Dipped in molten gold and left as a statue in the Viscount's keep.
Ooh, that's poetic.
What are you two talking about?
What to do to Bartrand when I find him.
Any suggestions?
Donations to the Champion.
Forgive me, Your Grace.
The same chantry that'll try to enslave us? Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Fine. Ooh. History of the Chantry, Volume Chapter 2. When the prophet Adraste and her husband Mafarath arrived at the head of their barbarian horde, Southern Tevinter was thrown into chaos. The Imperium had defended against the invasions in the past, but now they stood without the protection of their guides, with their army in tatters and their country devastated by the blight. Many felt that the timing of the invasion was yet another of the Maker's miracles in Adraste's campaign to spread his divine word. Adraste was more than simply the wife of a warlord, after all. She was also the betrothed of the Maker. Enraptured by the melodic sound of her voice as she sang to the heavens for guidance, the Maker himself appeared to Adraste and proposed that she come with him, leaving behind the flawed world of humanity. In her wisdom, Adraste pleaded with the Maker to return to his people and create paradise in the world of men. The Maker agreed, but only if all of the world would turn away from the worship of false gods and accept the Maker's divine commandment. So the dragons, the old gods? Armed with the knowledge of the one true God, Adraste began the exalted march in the weakened Imperium. One of the Maker's commandments, that magic should serve man rather than rule over him, was as honey to the souls of the downtrodden of built under the thumb of the Magister. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Word of Adraste's exalted march, of her miracles and military successes, spread far and wide. Those in the Imperium who felt the old gods had abandoned them eagerly listened to the words of the Maker. Those throngs of restless citizens that destroyed temples now did so in the name of the Maker and his prophet Adraste. As Mafarath's armies conquered the lands of southern Tevinter, so did Adraste's words conquer hearts. It is said that the Maker smiled on the world at the Battle of Valerian Fields, in which the forces of Mafarath challenged and defeated the greatest army Tevinter could muster. The southern reaches of the mighty Imperium now lay at the mercy of barbarians. Faith in the Maker, voiced by such miracles, threatened to shake the foundations of the Imperium apart. Of course, the human heart is more powerful than its greatest weapon, and when wounded, it is capable of the blackest of deeds. From the Tales of the Destruction of Thedas by Brother Genesee, Chantry Scholar. That out. Sermons of Divine Renata the First. The weakness of mortal will is the great failings of all the Maker's children. We trade our honor as if it were the cheapest of currency. We do not understand what integrity is or what it is truly worth. From this ignorance, original sin was born. At some time, each of us has thought, what does it matter if I keep hold of my integrity? I am but one mortal. I am powerless. How blind we all are. The virtues of a single slave destroyed the Tevinter Imperium. The dishonor of one man drove the Maker from our sight. I tell you truly, nothing but the integrity of our hearts will win the love of the Maker back to us. It is all the power we shall ever possess to change this world for good or for ill. From a sermon on integrity. Alright, Sebastian.
I thought it would end here.
Oh.
That young lady, Hawke, she decimated Flint Company. No survivors. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawke? We were just talking about you.
Carry on. I love to eavesdrop.
Hawke said sarcastically.
You know, I hate it when you do that.
Hawke muttered in an angry aside to the dwarf.
If, you two have a moment, I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
I think I've met Lord Harriman.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman.
Have we
They say
met
she's
her?
become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money, power.
Maybe
It's
there
hard
was a
to
good
say.
reason.
Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
If I'm standing beside you, that should make her think twice.
Again, your interest in my plight humbles me. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
Finally, a freaking bow user. Oh man. I was wondering where the bow users were. Anders, after the deep. Not Anders, Sebastian. Sebastian has spent the past 3 years advancing his campaign to retake Starkhaven. He has been traveling extensively between Kirkwall and other Free Marches cities, attempting to recruit sufficient allies to build an army. With Marion securing the Hawke family a place among Kirkwall's nobility, the two have crossed paths a few times, but an exiled prince like Sebastian has far better access than Marion to the Viscount and other heads of state. So far, though, few families have agreed to support Sebastian with actual troops, leaving him in the difficult position of trying to retake his city with no army. What's the repentance thing? Sure. First, I care about. Ooh. Oh, your stuff is locked in our. You have to go home 2 hours. You're rogue. Yeah, we have to go our storage. You. Our resist. Something. Oh, more talent. This is what I forgot this gift. Arrow that. Attack crit chant. Arrow that. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Ask. Have. Shot. Oh, let me rephrase that. A bow user that doesn't have one specific bow, because Varric has Bianca that will not come. Can't swap out. Oh, we can't do that. Interesting. Cunning, Dex. That's fine. 10 point. Royal Archer. Archery. Shot. Bursting arrow. Yeah. I think you're gonna be precision. Harmony by in any of the powers and the modes. Additional bonus from the. Okay, not bad. I'm fine. This one of things where you can't. Yeah, can't be in. You're gonna be in one at a time. At a time. Or your archer, guardian angel, Grayson, ethereal persona boy. That's cool. Righteous chain. Every basic shot that he fires erupts a session for a period, increasing the chance to score. Canceling any other talent cancels the effect, but arrow of judgment can affect the chain extra damage. Damage resist. No, you're not doing Scoundrel, baby. I activate engaging the role. Oh yeah. That's a good passive actually. Back to back. Yes. Oh, that's not. I thought that was gonna bring them to them, but it's toward someone over the second string. That's not bad, actually. Alright, let's make shot. Shattering arrows. Arrow. Right up. Power. You're gonna. Oh, how much? That'll see. Make the maker. There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. The voice of the maker rang out, the first word, and his word became all that might be. Dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. And from it made his firstborn, and he said to them, and in my image I forged you. To you I give domain. To you I give dominion over all that exists. By your will, may all things be done. Then in the center of heaven he called forth, a city with towers of gold, streets with the cobblestones, and banners which flew without wind. There he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. The children of the Maker gathered before his golden throne and sang hymns of praise unending, and their songs were the songs of the cobblestones. They shone with the golden light reflected from the Maker's throne. They held forth the banners that flew over their own. The voice of the Maker stood, and the voice of the Maker shook the fade, saying, in my image I have wrought my firstborn. You have been given dominion over all that exists. By your will all things are done, yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing. And he knew he had wrought amiss. The Maker turned from his firstborn and took from the fade a measure of its living flesh, and placed it apart from the spirits, and spoke to it, saying, here I decree a position in all things, from earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone is balance sundered, and the world giving new life. and no longer was it formless, ever changing, but held fast, immutable, with words for heaven and for earth, sea and sky. At last did the Maker from the living world make men, immutable as the substance of the earth, with souls made of dreams and ideas, hope and fear, endless possibility. Then the Maker said, "To you, my second-born, I grant this gift, and my heart shall burn, and your heart shall burn, an unquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. From the fade I crafted you, to the fade you shall return, each night in dream, that you may always remember me." And then the Maker sealed the gates of the golden city, and there he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. Renaudis 5, 1-8. Verse 5. Oh, chapter 5, verse 1-8. That's fine. Grand Cleric.
I cannot fault Sebastian for wanting to know why an old ally would turn against his parents. But I fear he's too impetuous. He may do something he regrets.
Obviously.
Please, go with him, try to restrain him. If the Harrimans are guilty, they will receive justice from the Viscount. Sebastian need not take their punishment into his own hands.
What is the Chantry's stance on the Qunari presence here?
Would it help anything for us to get involved? Or is it more likely to light the kindling? If the Qunari act against us, the Templars will defend Kirkwall. Otherwise, we guard ourselves best by waiting.
How long have you been Grand Cleric?
I became a lay sister here when I was only a girl. My parents died of fever, and I was taken in by the Chantry. Eventually, I took my vows. After I had served for some time, the revered mothers agreed that I should travel to Orlais. The Divine herself appointed me Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. That was near 30 years ago.
You knew my grandparents?
I dedicated your mother into the Chantry. She was a beautiful baby. Your grandmother was a very proper lady, but she was beside herself that day. And your mother put a fist in my eye.
I don't trust them.
Your benediction.
We don't care about it, but...
Andraste, guide your steps in this difficult time.
Ugh. Grand Cleric Athena. We will never have peace unless we try to understand one another. Reverend Mother Athena assumed the mantle of Grand Cleric almost 20 years ago. She is responsible for the spiritual well-being of the southern free marches, everything south of Starkhaven and the Menainder River. She has long been a calming presence in the city, renowned for her kindness and generosity. People frequently turn to her to mediate disputes, particularly those involving the powerful Templar Order, over whom she holds authority as the Chantry's ranking representative. Some claim that Athena's advanced age has rendered her ineffective and that she allows Knight Commander Meredith more leeway with each passing year. Some are calling on the new divine, Justina V, to appoint a replacement, but they do so quietly. So Athena is by far the most beloved priest the city has ever known. Oh, sure. So there is a gather your party here. Is there not? It's not.
Maker, give me strength.
Kind of annoying. Let's do Andrus last. Earth. We have Barrick. Merrill. Let's do Merrill. And we gotta do Isabella. Did Merrill not have a quest?
By the Dread Wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear.
Yeah, so it's just Isabella and that was from the rumors, wasn't it? Oh no, that's the mom. Let's do Darktown, Anders, Lowtown, Hangman for Isabella, and I think Barrick. Yeah, so let's do the Darktown. Let's do Anders thing first. I think he's at the top.
Kunari don't never get sick. Maybe give him a turn in the keep.
Are they getting sick or something? Did it? Yep.
Choose to live here? It amazes me.
Anything? Oh.
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
What kind of disease, my girl?
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
Not saying that.
We haven't talked much recently. How have you been?
Good. I just love what Knight Commander Meredith's done with the place. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Is that making it harder for you? With justice?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
You chose to merge with him. Only you
Yes.
can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirkwall will have to choose a side.
Oh boy. After the Deep Rose. In the past 3 years, Anders have become more reclusive, merging on paranoid. When not with the champions, he spent his time among the Ferelden refugees in Darktown, healing their ills and counting on their loyalty to protect him from curious Templars. After his friend Carl was made tranquil, then killed, Anders was convinced that the Chantry's entire structure must be overturned, to free mages completely from their control. He has joined a group of like-minded apostates who are slowly wearing away Kirkwall's circle by helping other mages escape. The spirit of vengeance inside him has manifested more strongly, making it nearly impossible for him to control himself when fighting Templars. This is going to be a thing. Now is barracks. Oh, death root. Barrack and Isabella.
Turn up your purses, Kirkwall. The leases of Javaris Tintar.
I want to see if there's anything. Who is? Are you kidding me? Or Carter, man. Are you guys gonna be a thing right now?
Let's finish this!
May you find peace.
Oh, we make them. Oh, I didn't realize that.
One for me. How many of you gotten, Hawke?
I mean never to get on our bad side. Seems to be.
It's gonna be a thing now. While we figure out what's going on, until we go back to the Legacy DLC. Down.
Rule of thumb. If the criminal runs to the sewers, he's gone.
Nothing for me there, nothing here. Might as well stay.
Jake the Black.
Stay away from me.
Okay. To the hangman we.
It's been very exciting working with
Oh,
her.
what is that?
Are you for real?
It seems like she's involved every time something goes wrong in Kirkwall. I've never had so many opportunities to help people.
All right. I thought I was getting tired of Moody. I take it back. You're making my teeth ache.
Wow. The Enigma of Kirkwall. After pursuing another dead end, we were attacked by Maleficarum. I feel V will not make it. The fences must have tipped them off. Are they cultists trying to protect the answer? Are they after it themselves? Or was it a random attack? The mages of Kirkwall have a more troubling history than those in other circles. A greater percentage of them do not survive the harrowing, and a greater percentage turn to blood magic. Almost double that of Starkhaven of R. Ostwick. Is there a secret fraternity delving into the Taventer secrets of this city? Either way, we must be more careful, lest we become the band of one or none. Hidden under a cobblestone with curious markings and signed the band of three. Alright. Amen. and hit plots, but at first I do want to do the night terror. Hey. All right.